Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Emmanuel Agbogun, they condemn the way the Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, take the handle the protest where they happen for Edo State. So make I leave you now, make you hear from Emmanuel Agbogun. Wait till you get to talk concerning the way the Edo State Governor take the handle the protest.
Yes. Good afternoon, my ever-conscious Edo people. I remain no other person than yours noble right activist, Comrade Agbogun Emmanuel. It's indeed very sad that the only statement we can hear from Edo State government since the protest began is a statement of ordering for curfew, as against what we are seeing in other states, where protest has been taken to the government and we have gotten their response as to talking to protestants. I for once, I am not a lover of any form of lackadaisical nature in governance. And I know most of you know I share sympathy for the ruling party, the APC, owing to the fact that I supported their candidature and their candidacy in Edo State, being the person of Pastor Saigeze Yamu, as against the current government in Edo State. And the similar nature of what is happening now is part of the reasons why some of us don't support this current government that our people have re-elected. And I will state the obvious reasons why. This protest started in Edo State over the week. I must say this. Persons came out on October 1st, well-known civil rights activists. They came out on October 1st to kickstart this protest you are seeing that is in Nigeria, that is going on today in Edo State. They followed it alongside other nations, other states in Nigeria, began the NSAS simultaneously. Our own civil society groups in Edo State, they also came out and they joined. Now, while they were protesting, we should not forget, while they were protesting 2 days ago being on Tuesday, 2 days ago being on Friday, Thursday, some persons came out who their names are already on the social media. Of course, you didn't hear their name from my mouth, Emmanuel Agbogun. And before they came out, a day to that day when they came out at Ring Road to attack peaceful protestants, they actually gathered at that same median ground, saying that they want to gather laymen. In case of you don't know what laymen means bus conductor, bus driver, jobless youths that are within the city center. They address them as laymen within the Ring Road axis. Some persons who we all know that are servants or agents of the state government, they double as pull-off officials in the state. They gathered there in the morning singing praises to God, praying that they want to, put laymen together. And what did we see the next day, within 72 hours, within 42 hours, 24 hours, was attackers coming out, led by thugs with names, attacking peaceful protestants, to the extent that they shot at those peaceful protestants. What did the state government do? They kept mute. Even at a situation and at a point when those persons took the dead body to the government house, we did not hear any official statement from Edo State government. That is on the side. Now, secondly, we that are in civil society, we have been on the street protesting. When we decided to protest over the action or the policy of government to put, medical card at 5,000 naira at the new Edo Specialist Hospital, what happened to protestants? Well-known persons in Edo State attacked the protestants. Even when journalists, their cameras were destroyed, what was the statement of the Edo State government? What was the statement of the Edo State government? This style of anarchy or promoting violence, it's a culture. It's a culture that I will stand anywhere to defend this over and over again. It's a culture with the state government. Now, Their agent, Ebo Stone, I'm not alleging him that he shot the protester, but a boy that was with him 24 hours to that protest day when they shot those youths at Ring Road. The said boys were seen with him gathering all these jobless youths that are burning tires. Yesterday in my area, I was very surprised when I saw a loud crowd of youths marching down to the police station. So as youths in our area in the estate, we are very coordinated. What did we do? We rallied around ourselves, came out and were saying, end SARS, end Buhari, end SARS, end Buhari. No be police be our problem, police depot. We escorted the youths them out of the area. This morning to calm the situation, we had to reach out to ourselves. Myself, Stanley Osakuno Godin, we came all out from Abok Park. We were walking, telling youths not to burn tire. That this is not the kind of protest that is going on in Lagos. It's not the kind of protest that is going on in Port Harcourt. It's not the kind of protest that is going on in Abuja. All of these things we have been doing to calm the situation in Ipobahi. And as at now, I believe if there's any protest going on in Edo State now, Ipobahi remains one of the most coordinated and calm protests so far. But what did we get in return? What did we get in return in other parts of the states? They've broken White House prison. They were also approaching to Oko before security agencies swung into action. As I'm talking to you, report reaching me that 2 innocent youths were even gone down today by the security agencies because they were trying to calm the restiveness within the protesters. Now, let me say this, and I stand to be corrected. In any right-thinking government, persons who have been alleged shot at protesters gathered with members of your government. They were saying that they said they were going to reach out to the CSO of government house. They were going to reach out to some other persons in government, that they were going to ensure that they gather these youths out of the street. Within 24 hours when they did that, the next thing we saw, those same youths that were with them, that were gathering those youths, they came out, and what did they do? They were shooting at those protesters. And they were identified. Their names were even mentioned. Go to Channels Television, you see what we're saying. These are the issues. We should not paint it one kind of coloration. Youth, the state has been in this form of protest. We have not heard from the number one man in the state that was overwhelmingly voted for. If he has the pulse of Edo people in his thinking, would he wait until when the state degenerates to this extent to declare a curfew? Was the government waiting for the crisis to get up to this extent before they react? That is why I am condemning the curfew. I am condemning it. Because when a government is not proactive, this is what you get. This is what you get. The truth be said, this is what you get. This is what exactly you get. And for me as a person, I am not this fan of black sentiment. Buhari is our president. Buhari is, I'm not a member of any political party, but I choose to support whichever candidate I like in an election, whether no matter the party you fall under. And the last election, I supported President, Pastor Sageze Yamu, the last just concluded elections in Edo State. And while supporting Pastor Sageze Yamu, President Muhammad Buhari, also supported him as a member of his party. Gave him the flag to fly their flag, to be the flag bearer of their party in the state, and they lost. Now the question is this: I haven't been the fact that I haven't shared political sympathy with their political interests. I'm not happy to say that the president is incapacitated to run this country, and that is what we are chanting. That was even the reason why they encouraged the protest to degenerate to this extent, so that they can to end this agitation we are agitating on. And we know all of these gimmicks. Because these people in government, we know them, they know us. It's not a hidden agenda. That is their plan. They've achieved it. Thus far, we are, as I am now in my own area, I told them if governor has declared curfew, the chief security officer of the state, we don't need to wait till 4 o'clock before we get into our homes. Because if we allow hoodlums to start breaking up all the prisons, obviously we will not be in a perfect state of security. So for me, Edo State government failed Edo people woefully. Even to the extent where the deputy governor met protestants on what they call it, GRA, axis of Benin City. He said he was going to book for a meeting with the protestants, as at the time it was NSAS, and the police, to meet and discuss. Can you tell me, as at today, those of you who are in Edo State, can you tell me the outcome of that meeting, if it is made public, or if you know the decision that the state government reached on behalf of the people? So, truth be said, the anarchy that you are seeing here, Emmanuel Agbogun said Edo State government has a hand in it. Because they are boys you will see in buses, hired buses, buses that do commercial transport. You will see those buses carrying thugs. They will see them with wood, you will see them with planks. You will see, and I ask, is it a peaceful protest? To the extent that in our area, we came all out from Rama Park to Abo Park to tell them not to burn tires. You don't live here. You cannot come from your area and say you want to burn tires. The protest in Edo State, our governor has a hand in it, is a calculated attempt to shut the voice of Edo people, because they know that our agitations are very genuine, and they know at the end of the day, one way or the other, they are going to be seen to be doing what they are doing. Why would it take them this long to declare coffee? The moment they shot somebody at Ring Road, if they were truthful with their intentions to govern the state, they would have declared a coffee. Are they not saying that it's until when criminals begin to leave prison that they will declare coffee than when they kill a human being? When thugs were mobilized, thugs that were seen to be romancing with government. Go and look at the people that are this mayhem. Number one, they are mostly bus drivers and conductors. Who do they meet with? Who do they meet with on daily basis? Is it not the same government officials that are going to pack them a day to when they kill somebody in Ring Road, that they are lament, that government wants to have interest to give them a better life? What have they been doing since all the years? Let us tell ourselves the truth. The high level of deceit in Edo State government, is making some of us to feel uncomfortable to remain in this state. I swear from the bottom of my heart, this height of injustice that they condone in the name of politicking is getting too much. It's getting too much. It's getting too much. And the high time we realize these things, the better for us. The high time we realize these things, the better for us. The better for us. Now there's a curfew in the state. Edo State, as far as Nigeria is concerned, has been seen as one of the, in fact, the most uncoordinated states where youths are protesting. Is that the kind of name we should have for ourselves? Do not forget, I repeat, our youths were coming out peacefully. We were coming out peacefully. You would haven't been seeing me live on protest ground, but only to the fact that my live video was shut out. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't make videos. I couldn't post. But let us tell ourselves the gospel truth. Let us be frank to ourselves. How come it's until when protesters were being attacked, by hoodlums that are seen to be with government, that our protest degenerated to the standard it is today? Go around Benin City, you see boys driving on commercial buses in numbers, carrying sticks and all that. Who are those who mobilize those boys to the streets? Who are buying them fuel? Who are giving them resources to come out? So, my two people, I remain no other person than your noble right activist. The reason why some of us are ventilating our position today is because we are tired of this deceit. We are tired of this deceit. If the Edo State government does not arrest Togo, if the Edo State government does not invite him to ask him who are those youth that mobilized to shoot people in Ring Road, because that was when this anarchy sprung up, they will not go unpunished. We are also going to ensure, as civil society activists in the state, that we hold the government responsible. These things are getting out of hand. These things are getting out of hand. And if you look very closely, go and hear what I'm saying. Those persons you are seeing alleging me on my Facebook now, you will see that there are people that supported the governor. You will see that there are people that supported the governor. You will see that there are persons that supported the governor. So I am not playing politics with anything here. The truth be said, they should go and ask Dogo and Iboston why the state is like this.
Yes.
Why are thugs everywhere like this?
Yes.
Why are thugs everywhere? Because why would they be gathering layman in the center of agitation? What was their intention for putting together layman at Ring Road? What was the agitation from? And it was from Ring Road that we started experiencing this unrest. It was from Ring Road that we started experiencing this unrest. Their intentions are devilish because they only want to have a plan only God knows what for. But for me, It is what my eyes see that I will continue saying. It is what my eyes see that my mouth will continue saying, and what my brain thinks is the right thing. So if you like, continue insulting me. If you like, continue giving me all sort of names. As somebody who is patriotic about the welfare of my people, we shall continue to speak truth to power. We shall continue to speak truth to power. So having spoken this far, we want to leave by saying, demand that the person who shot the youth in Ring Road that was protesting peacefully, being one Dogo, should be held liable for the actions. He found himself committing. He should be held liable. I will repeat myself again before I end this video. Ebostone had no reason to go and start gathering laymen in Ring Road a day to when they shot people. He had no reason to go and be doing that. Why have they not gathered laymen that voted for them since they won election? Why have they not gathered the laymen, or the laymen are not important to them? Is it when there's agitation to end SARS? As far as I was concerned, not until when they went to go and start gathering those laymen in Ring Road, there was no single form of violence. There was no, and those are our comrades that they've reached out to that are now trying to paint the matter that some of them came out to support the crisis and make sure that the youths that were restive in Ring Road came to, and the people should desist from that thing. Let us tell ourselves the truth. We know the truth. Let us tell ourselves the gospel truth. Let us tell ourselves the gospel truth. Nobody should be painting that this one is righteous, that one is not righteous. If they are righteous, go and check their area. How many violence have they been able to solve in their own immediate streets? Some of you that called me yesterday, I said I made it known that I cannot leave my area and go to Ogbowo again when I know that my area is in a state of anarchy, a state of unrest. Youth cannot be burning tire in my area while we are protesting peacefully in other areas. It doesn't amount to sense. So we came out this morning. I also told most of the persons that you guys know affiliate with politically. I also told them that there's no way we can be going to Ogbowo when we know that our area is not organized. And thus far till this hour, you will see that Ubahi had remained very peaceful today, unlike what you had yesterday. So let us begin to tell ourselves the truth. We are all young people. If we allow these old men in the name of sharing money to be deceiving us all the time, without telling ourselves the truth, we are killing ourselves. That's just the real fact. And I still stand by my statement. Edo State government should ask Ebostone, why was him and the CSO in government house planning to go and remove laymen from the streets? Why were they? Was it the best time for them to do that? When there was restiveness, the next day they mobilized thugs, they shot at protesters. Why? What for? So my people, I want to call this live video to a halt. And believe you me, the much information we get, we will let it out to the general public as time goes on. The wayo that they are playing, many people fell for it. Many people fell for it during the last election. But now, we have rights in this country. We will be saying it the way it is. Anybody that don't like what we are saying should enter us. As me, I did my house. Anybody that don't like what we are saying should enter us. So once again, I remain your snobby right activist. Let us support a change or a call for new government. Let us support a call for new government. Thank you. Remain blessed.
Now we don't hear from Emmanuel Agbogun. Let us know what you think for comment section. You hear everything we in don't talk now for this video. So go to comment section and put your own for there. Let us know what you think. And before you go, I beg make you help us share this video to friends and family. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for day current with the things where they happen for Edo State. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.